Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Oh man. Ooh, I gotta tell you guys, this I think I made a record today. I think I made a record today in how many videos I posted. Actually, I think I've actually made a genuine record today for how many videos I posted. Between Mega J Retro and MJR Collector, I think collectively I posted 4 videos, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think I posted 4 videos. I posted the Big Bad Toy Store Black Friday's sales. I posted the Entertainment Earth Black Friday sales, and then um, I posted. What else did I post? I posted. I've lost track of everything that I posted today. Um, Now that I'm double checking on it, yeah, I'm literally just going through my own. What did I post today? I am so lost. Like it's been a minute. Like seriously. Like I posted a lot of stuff today. I posted a heck of a lot of stuff today. Um okay, never mind. Yeah, so I posted sorry, I think I posted 3 videos today. I posted the Black Friday sale, the black for entertainment and then Big Bad Toy Store. And then I posted my early morning hunt that I did for the Black Friday at Walmart, GameStop, and of course Toys R Us. Man, I've been busy today. I have been crazy busy today. Lot of sales, lot of things going on between all the retailers out there, and of course the online retailer. And we haven't even had Cyber Monday yet. Cyber Monday is still a thing, right? So Cyber Monday is going to be its own thing. But yeah, we've gone through just a whole roller coaster of things, and then I had no freaking clue. And apparently, it got launched on November 20th or something like that. Apparently, Hasbro Pulse has this season savings event. I didn't even hear about that. Like, nobody was talking about that one. And apparently, they had some pretty decent sales. So yeah, this season above all else, this holiday season above all else, seems to really be the season of the shakeup. It really seems to be the season of we got to move this crap. We got to get all this old stuff, the stuff that's been in warehouses, the stuff that's been just hanging around in inventory. It's got to go. You know what I mean? Like everybody's literally clearing their inventory, and it's funny because early on. Early on, I think a lot of people took notice that on Big Bad Toy Store, um, Super 7 was doing the clear out very, very early. I think they were ahead of the curve, Super 7. Super 7 was very much ahead of the curve. And I don't think people understood what was actually going on. I think a lot of people were concerned, very concerned, that Super 7 was clearing stock. And I think there were a lot of people, a lot of toy tubers who were rightfully concerned. I suppose. Good friend of the channel, Tidarium Hanger, Mike. He was predicting a whole bunch of things, and not to say anything about his predictions, but I did have to wonder. I did have to question. I'm like, this seems to be like a seasonal thing for me. This seems to be like Big Bad Twister has been holding on to all this inventory for a couple of years now, and you know, um, I think Mike is completely right. I think Mike over at Tidarium Hangers actually, he's really onto something. I think that in order to clear this stock, right? Because they bought a lot of stock and they are a very good customer, a very good partner for Super 7. Basically, something has to happen, something has to give, right? And according to Mike, who I'm not sure where Mike gets his information from, but it's very logical. It's very concise. It makes a lot of sense. Mike has gone on to say that he believes that um, Big Bad Toy Store must have come to an agreement with. I'm paraphrasing here. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to put words in Mike's mouth. So if I get something wrong, please feel free to correct me, Mike. If you're listening, feel free to jump in. Um, but it's my understanding that Mike believes that a deal must have been struck between Big Bad Toy Store and Super 7 in order to actually move their product as quickly as possible to get a new product in for 2024. They have to actually clear their shelves. it's very similar to the way um, retailers actually have to do this kind of stuff. Because if you guys don't know, um, whenever you get retail space, there's a certain give and take for retailers, right? So each shelf that you get is assigned to you, okay? But in order for you to get that premium space, you have to actually give a better price point to a retailer, right? Especially if they're much larger. If they're like a Walmart or a Walgreens or a Target or a Toys R Us, you know what I mean, like those types of retailers. For in order for them to give you that space, they want a better price point. They want a better break on their overall buying power. And for somebody like pardon me, guys, for somebody like um, Walmart, that can mean millions of dollars, right? So it's a really good lucrative collaboration that they have. And then when it comes to clearance time, when they need to clear those out, it's easier for them to clearance them out because they didn't pay as much as like a small comic book shop or you know a uh, a smaller retail location. So I can totally understand where Mike's coming from on that. It makes a lot of sense. So a lot of people are freaking out that Super 7 is like clearing out its stock, but it just seems logical. And then now, with the closer we got to Black Friday, it just seemed that as we kept approaching Black Friday, it was just looming in the background. 2 weeks out, almost in some cases 3 weeks out, we were already seeing sales. Right, we were already seeing early Black Friday sales, and I think Super 7 was ahead of the curve, in terms of like their overall structure, but we were definitely seeing a lot of sales, from every single manufacturer, right? From every single toy um, toy creator. Whether it was NECA, whether it was a Hasbro, whether it was Mattel, they're all clearancing stuff out. So to me, it doesn't really, it's not really that much of a shock. You know what I mean? I think what what we've seen, and one of the main problems as well is because the pandemic happened. Um, and I think that was actually a big problem. I think that, you know, uh, yes, at the onset of the pandemic, there was actually, depending on your state or your province or your situation, the beginning of the pandemic was pretty rough. You know, people were told to stay indoors. Businesses shut down for the majority of the part. People were not getting paid, and depending on the level of government that was responsible for your jurisdiction, you were not getting any help, right, at the very beginning. And then legislation came in, and things happened where people were needed to get help, and things happened. It moved very, very quickly, and thank God for that. Um, but then you have the opposite effect of what happened. All of a sudden, you're getting people with like a certain amount of an influx of cash, right? And they were just doing willy nilly whatever they were doing with it, right? Some people were buying video game systems. Some people were buying computers. Some people were buying just a crazy amount of things that were happening around that time. And it's really interesting because there's a correlation that a lot of people are seeing, a lot of toy tubers are seeing, that people who had a nostalgia or had a collection or had something else, or in my case, I hadn't been collecting anything for the better part of 20 years. I hadn't even touched anything. I had no inkling, right? But in my brain, and you can actually watch the progression of what was happening around that time. In my brain, I was stuck in my house, and I was just like, left to my own devices. I was literally going stir crazy, and I watched one YouTube video from Pixel Dan around that time, and he said, "Guess what, guys? The Ghostbusters Kenner, real Ghostbusters figures are being re-released by Kenner, Hasbro." My brain broke. I literally broke my brain. I was like, "Oh my god!" As soon as they let me out, I'm getting those freaking toys. That was literally what was in my head. That's actually what I was thinking. And apparently, a lot of people were thinking about that. A lot of people were having the same thought process. Whether it was video games or toys or gold or any sort of collectible object, right? Some people were collecting cars. Some people, like, people just went absolutely nuts for nostalgia. Nostalgia became a huge thing during the pandemic. People wanted to relive, their youth, if you will, and it was really fascinating to see the growth of a lot of channels at that. My channel, arguably, took off in during the pandemic, and I think a lot of other toy tubers and a lot of other smaller channels really did actually benefit from that period. Um, and it really did revolve a lot around nostalgia. Uh, and I think that people, when they can't really gather, when they don't know the news of the day, when actually nothing was happening, the only thing everyone was concerned about was how to get better. No, not getting sick. A lot of people were just like very, very cognizant about what the surroundings, their own environment, and because of that really played on their minds. And when a mind idles, it tends to think about the past. You know what I mean? It tends to think about the things that you that made you a person. What is it that created you as an individual? Well, it's the experiences you had when you were little, when you were younger, right? When you didn't have the concerns of making money, when you didn't have the concerns of bringing home a paycheck, when you didn't have the concerns of providing for your family, for your loved ones, for everybody around you, and then when you're stuck in a situation where you can't do any of that, right? And you're being told by your own government that no, stay the course, um, just keep moving forward and do whatever is necessary to stay healthy, right? You literally are left to your own devices. You're like, you're literally twiddling your thumbs, and you're like, all right, when I was a kid, I used to play with GI Joes, and I used to love Thundercats, and Looney Tunes was a thing, right? These things just started playing on your mind. So for me anyway, and like I'm just relating my own experiences. That was the time where I was literally like, okay, the moment they let me out of here, the moment they let me out of my phone freaking house, the moment they let me out of my own freaking house, I'm gonna go toy hunting for the first time in 2 decades. 2 freaking decades, guys. This is crazy. Okay, the collection that you see like surrounding me right now, whether it's this or what have you, this was accumulated in around the span of about a year and a half. You know what I mean? For the time when the pandemic actually started and we were actually let out of our homes, I went crazy. I went absolutely nuts, and I just wanted to start collecting the things that I remember as that made my life rich, that enriched my life. That was part of my childhood, and it was crazy. It was a wonderful experience. And it's weird because during that experience, during that time, I saw toy prices. I saw toy prices jump 4 and in some cases 6 times. I was absolutely mortified. In like within a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, it has actually like absolutely shocked me how many times I've seen toy prices up here in Canada change so frequently year after year, then month after month. It's absolutely crazy how things have actually gone from 0 to 1,000. It's absolutely nuts, absolutely crazy. And it really, and you can actually, I've documented the whole thing. I've actually documented the entire process. You can see from the first video that I did hunting the real Ghostbusters to today how many freaking times the prices have jumped. I remember when 6-inch action figures were around 23, $24 here Canadian. Okay. I believe in the United States, they were as low as like $19 or $20 at one point. I saw a jump from $23 to 25 to $25 to $32, then $35, and at one point it actually hit for GI Joe and Power Rangers. Believe it or not, here in Canada, at one point, Power Rangers were being sold for $45 a figure. All right, Canadian. Now you can attribute that there are multiple factors onto that, right? The exchange rate being one of them. Right now I think we're getting close to like 75 cents to the dollar right now, if not more than that at this point. Canadian versus American. So our dollar is very weak here in Canada. But for it to jump that much, for Hasbro figures, it's absolutely hysterical. That's ridiculous. I can't freaking believe how much, and it arguably we've gotten less for our money. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think a lot of people can take a look. You know, um, Morgan Elsbeth. I think is that how you pronounce her name? Morgan Elsbeth, whatever the freaking name is from Star Wars. That is the absolute ridiculous character I've ever seen in my life. She literally comes with nothing. She comes with absolutely freaking nothing. She has no staff. She has no sword. She literally is just a freaking character with a skirt. That's it. I think she's maybe has swappable hands or something like that, but she comes with absolutely nothing. And as a full up here in Canada, 35.99. A full $36 figure. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then there's the argument that the other characters come with a whole bunch of different accessories and whatever. That's not the point. It's just so crazy how much we're paying for action figures right now. Absolutely freaking bonkers. And it's the times like these, where Black Friday makes a lot of fucking sense. Okay? It makes a lot of freaking sense right now. Because throughout that time, okay, throughout that whole period where we were kind of stuck in our homes, and the moment people got out, nostalgia, like as I said, the waves was nostalgia. People started collecting way more stuff during the pandemic than they ever have. Okay, a lot of people's houses just ended up like mine, which is freaking hoarding. Okay, it's just absolutely ridiculous. All right, divorces happened that time because of that. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Okay, but it's also crazy how the prices went up, but at the same time, in many cases, certain companies, a la Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, they got stuck with a lot of inventory too. Because I think what was it, like 2 years ago or something like that, a year and a half ago, some of there was a couple of news groups that actually started reporting that um, the adult collectible market has actually given a boom to Hasbro and Mattel by increasing their market share by 25%, something like that. It was crazy. It was crazy how much profit they were actually getting off of adult collectors, right? And you can see the shift, right? You can actually see how just by things like the Hasbro Pulse Con and all these things, how the focus on adult collecting really has become really, really focused. You know what I mean? And there's always going to be that argument. There's always going to be that argument. Oh, kids don't play with toys. Kids don't play with toys. It's all like I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone or a number of people just say, you know what, if Hasbro and Mattel would just switch to adult collectors, it would save the industry. Screw that. That makes no freaking sense. That makes no freaking sense. They're a freaking toy company. Both of them are billion-dollar toy company. They don't make toys for us. They make toys for kids. The age demographic might have shifted. Where when we were kids in the 80s, you could probably play with toys up until about 12. Some people, like, I had friends who were playing with them when they were 14, right? Those days are gone. Those days are gone. Let's not have any illusions about how long a child actually plays with a toy. Most toys, and I have a video coming up where I do another walkthrough through Toys R Us, and it's pretty evident the age gap that happens with toys, right? Like, I'd say if you get past 8 years old, you're lucky if your kids are still playing with toys. And that's funny because you know what? There's always that stigma that toys aren't for kids. When you reach a certain age, you should stop playing with toys. Blah 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 blah. You know what? That's all BS, right? But whatever, right? It's absolutely fascinating how as with age things change, right? People were saying don't watch cartoons past 12, or don't watch. Well, you should stop watching cartoons when you're 10, right? That is total BS. You should be able to do whatever the hell you want, right? That's the whole point of being geek proud, right? You should be able to do whatever the heck you want. But yeah, that's you can go to any toy store, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Target, whether it's the majority of toys in those aisles are going to be for kids. All right, and there's maybe two, sometimes even one aisle for adult collectibles. Right, that's just the way the distribution works. Right, even though we have the buying power as adults, we have the disposable income as adults. The reality is, and I've challenged many a person to try this. I've challenged many a person to try this. Take your two favorite action figures, right? In my case, it would be Master Universe, right? Take two of them, all right? Skeletor and He-Man. Walk across the street, knock on your neighbor's door, and ask to speak to the whoever it is, the guy, the girl, whoever answers the door, and say, "Hey, you want to play He-Man? I got the whole set over at my house. We can play until the sun comes down." Yeah. See how that works out for you. The reality is that we are a minority. People, we are a minority. All right? We who love this hobby, we who love cartoons, we who love Marvel movies and all these things, and we who actually collect the plastic that we love so much, we are a minority. And of course, a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, Jay, you went to PowerCon. Look at how many people were over there." Ah, yeah, okay, fine. I feel it. Yeah, you went to San Diego Comic-Con. I was like, yeah, but 90% of those people are, the people who watch the Marvel movies and really enjoy that. 90% of those people love the horror. 90% of people love, the they're not real dedicated, obsessed fans like we are. You know what I mean? And that's actually where that happens. And it really does help to contribute in a lot of ways. It really does help to contribute in a lot of ways to why we're at the stage now. We're in 2023. Every major company that's actually producing toys has had to have fire sales this year. Absolute fire sales. Crazy. Just absolutely crazy. Super 7 being one of the biggest, examples of that. but do not get it twisted. NECA has been clearancing all their stuff. Transformers, GI Joe, GI Joe. Oh my God, GI Joe. We've seen Ross sales. We've seen TJ Maxx. We've seen Big Lots. We've seen what's it called? Ollie's. Like just chock full of GI Joes. That did not happen 4 years ago, 3 years ago. You know what I mean? It was hard to find GI Joes anywhere. And then as soon as Hasbro started realizing, holy crap, there's a huge market for GI Joes again, man, they started pumping that stuff out like candy, right? And now look at where we are. Freaking people are literally bringing home like 6, 7, 8, 3 packs of Vipers. Absolutely crazy. Like Tomax and Zaymot are everywhere. Tomax and Zaymot are everywhere. Right? We got Zoranas everywhere. We got Dusties everywhere. It's absolutely bonkers what's happening right now. Like absolute fire sales. You know what I mean? Total clearances. And we benefit, yes. Those of us who good friend of the channel, Jeffrey Lyles, he's like, just wait. If you can hold off, just wait. We like clearance chicken, man. Clearance chicken. Like seriously, like it's absolutely great. Anybody who waited, okay, because I'm kicking myself. I am kicking myself. You know what I mean? I like Stridor is $7 on Big Bad Toy Store right now. $7 freaking dollars. I bought that thing at full price. You know what I mean? Like Roton, when I bought 2 of them, I think about like 6 weeks ago, earlier in the year, people were finding them for $10 freaking dollars. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. Right? And now with Black Friday, all of a sudden, coming around, now it's literally out in the open. Before, they would put them to Ollie's, they would put them to Ross's, and people would just, randomly find them, right? Now it's like, no, screw it. Black Friday, let's get this out of here. Let's move it. We need new product for 2024, and we need and all the retail partners, everybody else, they're like, you can't do this to us. You got to give us a break. Like, let us sell these things at a certain price, and we want discounts for next year. I totally believe in what Mike is saying. Michael Tiderium Hanger knows what he's talking about. But yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. And what I want to talk about today, because I've been rambling on about how we got to this point, right? But yeah, I did want to talk about today. Today was crazy. Today was absolutely nuts, right? Like depending on where you were shopping, how you were shopping, what you were doing. Today was absolutely nuts. Now, I don't think I haven't seen anything yet, but I don't think that it's been as crazy as it was in the past years. Where people getting trampled on. Employees had to like fight for their lives. You know what I mean? Like, oof. It hasn't gotten to that level again. A lot of people are still scared for the pandemic. Post pandemic and everything like that. So it's a different world we live in right now. And of course, there's not as much disposable income as there used to be, which is probably another reason why we're having such like massive clearances at this point, right? No one's buying again, right? Like earlier in the year, people were probably buying in droves. All of a sudden, food is expensive, rent is expensive. You know what I mean? To heat your home is expensive. To freaking buy gas is expensive. The world has changed, right? There are two wars happening in different parts of the world. I don't want to talk too much about that, but there are two freaking wars happening in different parts of the world. The world is freaking upside down, man. The world is upside down. Absolutely nuts. So a lot of people have a lot of different things to be worried about. And you know what? Toys are some of the last things that people are talking about right now, right? Doesn't matter how. And you know what? Half the time, a lot of people are clearing out their collections. I've seen people drop their collections like crazy. I can't freaking believe it. I was watching Retro Rick the other day, another wonderful YouTuber, video game YouTuber. Love his channel and what he's been able to do with it. And he met up with a guy. And he literally unloaded his entire life because Retro Rick actually owns a video game store. But the video game store also has toys. Like he's actually introduced toys into the mix. And this guy literally unloaded his life. He had games, he had toys, he had everything. He literally went over to Retro Rick and said, "Rick, you want to buy my collection?" And Rick's like, "Okay, what are we looking at here?" And he's like, "Oh, I've got like 20 years of stuff which I've been collecting." And I was like, "What the hell?" If you guys head over to Retro Rick right now, you got to head over to either the Retro Life or Retro Rick's game store. Sorry, just look up Retro Rick and a couple of channels to come up. It's the one about his game store. Game Point. Retro Rick's Game Point. Look up Retro Rick's Game Point. Find the episode where this guy literally, I think the title of the title of the episode was "The Largest Collection I've Ever Purchased." Holy crap. He literally brought a U-Haul van Tetris. It was literally Tetris. You could there was not even a square inch of free space in there. It was absolutely insane. When they opened the doors, things were falling out of it. It was absolutely nuts. And Rick actually went to the guy and he said, "Why are you getting rid of this stuff, man?" And the guy said, "You know what, dude, I'm done. I've been collecting like all my life, and I've made money, I've lost money, right? I got a great collection, but right now, yeah, I'm done." Now, he didn't get into the specifics of what happened, but it could be anything, right? And I've explained this in a lot of my previous live streams before too. People should not shame other people for having to sell their collections. We don't know what situation they're in. We don't know what's going on in their lives, right? This guy, mental health is serious. Mental health is a real thing. And you know what? Everyone has to take care of themselves. During the pandemic, there was a really big problem. So yeah, this guy just came to the point where he's like, "No, I'm done. I don't need this stuff in my life." It's like it's crawling in my house, probably giving stress to his wife, probably giving stress to his kids. So he just basically unloaded it, and by the end of it, Retro Rick was like doing the calculations on the thing. He said this thing is well within the six figures right now. Or was it five figures? I think he said five figures. Sorry, he said this is well within the five figures, right? And that is no joke. That is absolutely no joke, right? So, wow, just wow. Anyway, I've been literally talking everybody to everybody's ear off for the last 33 minutes. Holy crap! Sorry, guys. It's been about 30 minutes actually. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat, and we'll get on to the topic of the night. But yeah, guys, thanks again for being here tonight. It's always a pleasure being able to hang out with you. Jabbar Robbins, what's going on, my brother? Sup, Jay? Been a minute. Check out that video by Serial Geek on restoring He-Man's transformation sequence. I will try to check it. I will definitely check it out. You know, James Etok, wonderful He-Man aficionado, of course, historian. Definitely got to check out his channel, guys. If you haven't already checked out Serial Geek, you really should. James Etok is the man. John Brooks, what's going on, my friend? My Irish connection in the Philippines. Good to see you, brother. Hey, greetings from the Philippines. I'll be going back to Ireland soon, and I won't be able to watch your live content. I'll catch the replay. I'll miss you, dude. Always good to see you, John. Thanks for dropping by. The Irish connection from the Philippines. Brick something. What's going on, Brick? Exhausted from traveling. Going to listen to him as much as I can before crashing. Hope everyone made out with the sales. Excellent. I want to give a huge shout out to Brick for giving me a hand for something. Him and I literally, if it wasn't for him, I had missed out on something huge. So, Brick, thank you again, brother. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't already checked out Brick Something on YouTube, wonderful toy tuber, goes through a lot of deep dives on action figures. Chad Stewart, what's going on, my friend? Nolan is in the house. What's going on, dude? Ashman55 bought a lot of stuff today, but having buyer's remorse and may return over half of it, brother. If you saved a lot of money and you enjoy it, you know, that's the one. Oh, keep only what you enjoy. Keep only what you enjoy. Robert Alessandri, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Always good to see Robert. Andrew Davis, I think Hasbro started on Monday or Wednesday. Yes, I found that out quite by accident. Absolutely crazy. Ashman55, I think it's bad that if you look at what's selling on Pulse right now, it's some of the newer stuff indicating that the reduction of production has already happened. Interesting. And that's exactly what Mike over at Tidarium Hanger has been saying, that there's going to be a lot less volume. And pardon me, guys. That is a concern. That really is. Plastic Boy Wonder, what's going on, dude? How you doing tonight? Eric Valdez, hola, Eric. How are you doing tonight? Lord Hoagie's in the house. Thanos Copter, what's going on? Ashman 55 bought from Valaverse, Target, Amazon, and Mattel. Nice, very nice. Congratulations, dude. Did you see that all Mattel creation stuff is BOGO? So you got 2 Vicors for the price of 1. Nice. That is awesome, guys. There's another one, but I didn't know Mattel was having a fire sale. It's getting crazy out there, guys. It's getting crazy. Andrew Davis, thanks, brother. I'll take a look at it. Really appreciate it. If it's about the Panther, let me know what you want to do. Jay Serapio is in the house. What's going on, dude? How you doing tonight? The happy Georgiality show. The Georgiality show. Good to see you, Georgie. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. You too, my friend. You too. My Thanksgiving was a month ago, but that's okay. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends. Belated Thanksgiving. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thanos Copter. It's like retail has way worse space danger than we do. It very well could be. It very well could be. James, I almost bought a ton last night. Then saw how expensive my cart got. Random 10 to 20 add-ons, stuff that you actually want adds very, very quickly. Yep, it really does. Primate 786, always good to see you, Primate. All the way from Germany. Thank you so much for being here, brother. Good to see you. D Spirit. So MGR, do you believe in some we are in a down market with regards to vintage action figures, specifically Star Wars 1977 to 1983? So I don't collect vintage. I have some vintage. I do. But I don't go out of my way to collect vintage. But a down market. So I don't collect for value either. However, I will say this. I honestly don't think that Star Wars will actually there's going to be it's peaks and hills, right? There's going to be a lot of that. But Star Wars has always been traditionally a good investment if you can actually find some. So I really don't think that that's actually a problem. I think any investment in Star Wars is usually a good investment vintage wise. A lot of things that are coming out today are questionable, but I think you should be fine if that's actually what you're concerned about, D-Spirit. But again, I don't collect for value, so maybe I'm not the right I'm not the right guy to ask. Raymond Chong, what's going on, dude? Always good to see Raymond in the house. Van 2099, happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you too, Van. Always good to see Van. Let's see here. Night 1. I started collecting again back in December 2021, and after taking a 10-year break, seeing Motu Origins got me back in the habit. Me too, dude. That's what really clicked in my head, and the fever started, man. The freaking rabbit hole that I jumped through. Oh my god, absolutely crazy. James, to be fair, I get how Star Wars figs are a bit pricier. They seem to have less reused parts between the characters. I mean, there is a little bit of that, but at the same time, there's a lot of repaints though. There is a lot of reuse, James. There's a lot that they who was it? It's the Star Wars team has admitted to a lot of part swapping. It's crazy. It really is. Again, it's the way companies make money. It's the way companies make money. Yes, I did see that the Tiger Force Duke with RAM was like $34 today. I did see that. Yes, it's actually in my video. I did see that. Absolutely. Lord Hoagie, 12? Yeah, 12. Dude, I played with toys until I never stopped playing with toys. I know what you're saying. I never stopped playing. Raymond is still 12. There you go. He feels 12 anyway. That's how that. Thanos has never actually stopped watching cartoons. Neither have I. I love cartoons. I love cartoons. I did not make a mistake. I did say 12, not 21. I said 12. Ashman 55. I was watching Runner Warriors religiously in my high school years. Yes, anime was the biggest thing for me. Huge. I was the anime pimp of my school. Nolan, yeah, agreed. My son is 11. He still loves watching wrestling and other figures, but because of peer pressure, he stopped playing with them, except for the rare occasion. It is unfortunate, and you know what? We've all gone through it. We've all had to stop, and to hang out with our friends. We've had to do the things that we don't want to do. It's peer pressure. It is. It really is. Raymond, good thing neighbors don't have guns in Canada. That's not entirely true. Some do. Oh man, some actually still do. Don't kid yourself, Raymond. Some actually do. Like rifles are still not illegal in Canada. Like you can still own one. And hunting is still not illegal in Canada. There's still a lot of things that are going on right now. It's a weird situation. It really is. Anyway, I don't think the Canadians don't have guns. There are some Canadians who have guns. Nolan, animation/cartoons are the best. Yes, I totally agree. James, I think toys are much more niche than most other geek things. Not really. Not the. I think that video games have become ubiquitous. I think video games have become part of the culture of the 2000s and up, right? I think that they've become much more widely accepted. But toys as collectibles, no, I think that's been around forever. You know what I mean? In terms, if you look at them as just collectibles, people have been collecting toys forever, and the value of 3 and 3/4 inch figures has just continued to skyrocket. So yeah, I know where you're coming from, but I tend to disagree. Ashman 55. I got 5 of those Viper 3 packs for myself at Ross. I was happy to get my Viper army at a price I would like. I wish, up here in Canada, we just do not have those sales. I wish I could just take a trip down and try to find some, but more than likely they're probably all gone right now. Uh, Man, I wish I could find some Vipers. I really do. I don't even have the original. I didn't buy that set. I thought it was too expensive. So just crazy. Everything's plastic, collectibles, and reviews. Oh, that is a great. Are you a channel? Guys, definitely check out Everything's Plastic, Collectibles, and Reviews because that is an awesome channel name. I'm moving to the States just to shop at Ross. I know, right, my friend? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to do that. Ashman 55. I got Stridor from DD at $2. Wow. Wow. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations. Can't find my Masterverse stuff in Canada these days. It's depressing. I know. Same thing with our Origins. Can't find anything. Nolan, after my Headless Horseman comes in, I'm done with BBTS. Yeah, never say never there, Nolan. Never say never, brother. Ash 55. Oh, yeah. I had the Horseman's retailers arrive too from BBTS. Cheapers. It just keeps going. The pre-orders have been a big problem for a lot of people. A huge problem. A huge problem. Ha ha. Very funny, James. Plastic is essential. Food can take a backseat. Oh, try it. Try it. Wild Dave, what's going on? Will Wild Ave. Wild Ave. What's going on, Wild Dave? Ups at and FedEx, UPS and FedEx are not even busy right now with this peak season. How do you know that? I mean, I don't know. Do you work there? Because I have no idea whether they are or not. But you know what? Lately, it's been it's more consistent than it is anything else. James, sometimes we have the tabula rasa is the only way to move on to things in life. I wouldn't disparage anyone for selling. Yeah, it happens sometimes. It happens. Well, Dave, I gave away a lot of my old collectibles to non-toy collectors just because they love the franchises. That's awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. You're wicked, man. You're freaking wicked. Steak Juice, what's going on, dude? King Panther, Jay, you are awesome. Let's have a great show. Absolutely, Noel. Good to see you, brother. Always good to see Noel. Plastic Boy Wonder, good to see you. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad you're. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. My Panther was on the way from China. Nice, very nice. Lord Hoagie, didn't have any toy deals at this Black Friday, but I did get some sweet deals on some streaming services and subscriptions. Exactly. If you went for the year plan, you saved a bundle. Justin Mohan is in the house. What's going on, Justin? Good to see you, brother. Metal isn't Metal Jesus. No, I am not Metal Jesus Rocks, although he is a great toy tuber. Video game tuber. He really is. Duab, hola, Jay. What about the new TMNT figures? Those are the worst. Those in worst? I think it's worth it, my friend. I do. I think it's absolutely worth it. I'm huge into the TMNT crossover. I'm all in, brother. I'm all in. Mi amigo. I am all in, my friend. I really am. Nolan, Marvel My Legends Dragonor figures will be here Monday. The cost of $89 for brokerage fees. Ouch. Nolan, have you checked out? I guess you're not. Yeah, that's the problem. You're not in Ontario. That really sucks. Look around, see if there is a cross-border situation that you can get into, brother. Because that's expensive. My God, that is ridiculous. Chris Allen, I got Spawn Overkill Megafig for only $7.50 from Entertainment Earth. That's crazy. Congratulations, brother. I'm glad you got him because that was a deal and a half. Jay Serapio, Lord Hoagie, streaming in the US or Canada? That's a good question. Just in my hand, only Star Wars stuff that I hold value is the stuff from the original trilogy. Yeah, that's debatable. That is debatable, Justin. You never know. There are some classics. Like a lot of people love the Clone Wars. A lot of people do. So we will see what will rise in value and what will stay stagnant. I thought toys were only subject to GST and HT. There's important duties, though, brother. There's important duties. It's not toys are not just subject to GST and HST. The duties are where it kills you. Free trade my butt. Ashman, wow, I feel spoiled getting the Tiger Force Duke Ram cycle for $10. Yeah, man. Ross. Again, we need Ross up here. We need all these up here. We need all that stuff. We don't get nearly anything that you guys get. Serapia, order them straight from Formo Toys. Oh wow, yeah, that'd be rough too. Yeah, they don't have any like Big Bad Toy Store sometimes gets passes. It's weird. Duop, I need a Majinger Z re-edition. That would be sweet, dude. Expensive but sweet. Thanoscopter. Damn, ouch. But glad you're finally getting them. Absolutely. Let's see here. D Spirit. What I was mentioning about the downed market wasn't necessarily investment concerns, but as a buyer, are the prices at a significant suppressed level now that there's a great buying opportunity for rare stuff? That's always going to be the case. Just like anything else, just buy when it's low and sell when it's high. I mean, like that, that's, I know it sounds easy, but you know what? There will always be somebody who's selling their collection. And then for it could be them, it could be death in the family, it could be, they need money. So there's always opportunity out there, but you have to be in the right place in the right times, my brother. It's rough. It really is rough. But some people get really, really lucky. Well, Dave, I retired from EBS and my old friends tell me, got you. And you know what? Then you have a wonderful insight. So wow, that's crazy. I can't believe it's so down. It's down that much. That was Copter, Horseman, and the SHF Griffin. Both came in today. I was expecting a nice little punch to the wallet. Ouch, dude, that must hurt. Did you order the 1.5? I guess Nolan. Did you order the 1.5? Imaginary line. It is an imaginary line, unfortunately. Duab. Me gusta sa hable español. I don't really. What you heard, my friend, was the little Spanish that I do know. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Tidarian Hanger, we were just talking about you, Mike. We were just talking about you. Had some good stuff at Ross, but the 45-minute wait to check out was not worth it. Ouch. It's Black Friday, man. It is Black Friday, Mike. It is Black Friday. Thanos Copter. I was going to wait now until they show up somewhere else. There you go, Nolan. Be very selective. Be very selective. Thanoscopter, I got you. Order from BBTS this time around. You gotta get them when you can, brother. Nolan, nice. I guess Jay was right. Looks like I'll be. Pardon me, guys. I'll be going back. Yeah, you can't escape, man. You can't escape. You try to get out, but they put you back in. Like that's what's gonna happen. Um, un poquito. Oh, okay. I gracias. I guess that's what is poquito. I'm not really. I think I have something in my head what it is, but somebody help me with the translations here. My Spanish is not the best, but anyway, Doab, always good to see you, brother. James, Toy Snowman has some really good Hasbro deals. Not sure if it's still up. I think that at least until Cyber Monday, a lot of these sales are going to stay up for at least this weekend. So we're definitely going to see some stuff going on. But I was just surprised. Finally moving on. I was just surprised, honestly, to see that Hasbro Pulse had their own a little poquito. Yeah, there you go, brother. Okay, now I know. Now I know exactly what you're saying. The season. Oh man, dry throat. A season savings event. I didn't even know this thing was a thing. Did anybody know? No, brother, you are great. You are great, my friend. You are great. Justin, I think eCollectibles Motu has stuff for sale in Canada. Nice. Definitely going to be checking that one out. Yes, no, and definitely check out Toy Snowman. They're a really great online distributor. I didn't even know the Steven Savings sales event was on for Hasbro Pulse, and I'm a Hasbro Pulse premium member. Where is my email, Hasbro Pulse? Where is my email? I would have reported on this. Didn't have a chance. Did not have a chance. So yeah, apparently for non premium Pulse members, you save 25% off on a minimum purchase of I think it's like $35 or something like that. And for premium Pulse members, you save 35% off on your purchases. And there were some really cool savings actually. Of course, they're all gone now. No, I'm just kidding. But the there were a lot of some of them are already sold out. So if you spend $75 or more, Premium Plus members get 35% off, and non-Premium Plus members get 25% off. The sale goes on beginning Monday, November 20th, all the way until Wednesday, November 29th. So a couple of more days left, guys, up until Wednesday to take advantage of these savings. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the best sellers. So if you've been looking to grab MJ Watson and Green Goblin, it's available for $52.99. And of course, again, you can save 25% off for non-Pulse members, 35% off for Pulse members. Skylinks is back up for $79.99. The gift pack for the Menasor multi-pack has completely sold out. $189.99. Not surprised. That would have been a really good Christmas stuffer. We have the Marvel Legends series Spider-Man and Carnage in the black suit, $52.99, completely sold out. If you want Dr. Octopus and Aunt May, that is still available at $52. A lot of people were looking for this retro collection with Obi-Wan Kenobi, R2-D2, and C-3PO. That one's still available for $69.99. We'll also have a Troop Builder pack of the Vintage Collection Phase 2 Clone Troopers, the 212th Division, at $59.99. Not bad. We have the Shatterglass, Rodimus Sideswipe, and Decepticon Whisper. So yeah, that one's on sale for $54.99. Still available. Drax and Destroyer and Moon Dragon is available still. Same thing with the core class Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. That crazy Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Jedi. Darth Vader, who's like all sepia tone red or whatever. That one's $33.99. And the new Darth Vader is on sale right now for $16.99 from the Vintage Collection. Wow, this is the one that I would definitely be looking at to save some cash on. The Star Wars Black Series Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmet is only $100, plus a 35% savings on that would be absolutely crazy. Looks like torpedoes also available. The Rebel Indoor Trooper has completely sold out at $33.99. Also sold out is Black Series Luke Skywalker. But you can pick up the Legacy Dawn 2-pack, the War Dawn 2-pack, $49.99. And anybody who's interested in the Ghost 3-pack, $77.99. Rita Repulsa has actually sold out at $33.99. Same thing with the Christmas-themed Optimus Prime. I'm actually surprised Scrap Iron and the Anti-Drone number 74 is still $44.99. That is actually... a lot of people are still finding... I found him at Target when I was down there. So yeah, I think there's still an abundance of those. Crazy. And all of the Indiana Jones figures are still on sale. There was 50% off at Toys R Us for all the Indiana Jones figures and Dungeons and Dragons figures. It was crazy. If you guys haven't seen my hunting video on MJR Collector, definitely check it out. Shipwreck, Black Chrysanthemum, the movie Thundercracker studio, the actual retro collector, Ultron, the retro Star Wars retro collection New Hope multi-pack with Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and of course the Stormtrooper. $68.99. Definitely one to consider. Kickback from the movie collection, and of course, I knew that this was going to sell out pretty quick. The Mandalorian Premium Electronic Helmet, $99.99, completely sold out. I have it. Beautiful helmet. If anybody's missing a Neutrona wand, now's the time to get it. $131.99, still available. And yeah, lots of different figures. This one did not surprise me. Super Adaptoid, $69.99. Of course, that wasn't going to go fast. And Studio Series Voyager Rhinox from the movie, $34.99. He sold out as well. A lot of the GI Joes are still available. I'm surprised the Power Ranger Lightning Collection Zord Ascension Project Space Astro Megazord is still available. That's actually a really good figure, actually. Very heavy. But yeah, none of the Indiana Jones figures are actually sold out. I don't know whether to be sad or surprised or not surprised. It's really crazy. Egghead sold out. So is Crossfire. Of course, the Stormtroopers are going to sell out. I mean, why wouldn't they? Just absolutely crazy. Same thing with I can't even believe this thing is still on the system. Siege Voyager class Optimus Prime is finally sold out. The Hawkeye and Sky Cycle has not sold out. That's a surprise. And we do have the Twin Cast and Autobot Rewind sold out. Same thing with Evolution Dirge. Yeah, Retro Collection, Speeder Bikes, Biker Scout sold out. Retro Collection, Luke Skywalker sold out. Marvel Legends series, comics, Commander Rogers is sold out. None of the Indiana Jones figures are sold out. That's again, I don't know whether to be sad or just not surprised at all. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually surprised. Marvel series, Photon is sold out. Wow. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Wow. Classified Variants is actually still not sold out. That's another surprise. We do have Marvel's Karnak. That one's sold out. Same thing with the Squadron Supreme. Yeah, not really surprised there. The Retro Emperor is sold out. Same thing with Dungeons and Dragons White Dragon. That's actually a real surprise. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow. Captain Marvel is sold out. I'm shocked. I really am. I've been hearing nothing but terrible reviews for the movie. Pardon me. I'm actually really surprised that those figures are sold out. Crazy. I guess anything can happen. Plutonium Warrior is sold out. Of course, the Heavy Assault Stormtrooper sold out. Again, the Army Builders are the first ones to go, almost exclusively. Apparently, Nerf guns are sold out too from Aliens. Moon Knight has sold out. More Skiff Guards sold out as well. Yeah, none of the Indiana Jones figures have sold out at all. It's so sad. That is so sad. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's sad. The modal nodes, the vintage collection versions have sold out. The video game version, Studio Series Deluxe Bumblebee, has sold out as well. A lot of great products here, though. A lot of great products. If you guys are definitely looking, wow, Falcon is sold out. Same thing with Studio Series Cheetor and Studio Series RC. And Dr. Apra, she's sold out. Same thing with Black Series Cal Kestis. Not really too surprised at a lot of the sellouts. The Nerf Halo Needler is sold out as well. Moon Knight sold out too. I'm surprised. Same thing with Elias Sakura. That is not a surprise. And the Rebel 4-pack, not much of a surprise there either. I'm shocked that the Artillery Stormtrooper helmet is still available. I'm really shocked about that. I might actually, man, I'm just tempting myself to buy some stuff. It's crazy. I do not have the money for that. I don't have the money at all. Iron Man from the Heroes Return series, of course, is sold out. And I'm not surprised that the Black Series Trooper helmet from the what is it, the 332nd Clone War Ahsoka Troopers. Not surprised. Not surprised that that's sold out. I really need to get me one of those. Pardon me, guys. Then it's just like then there's a lot of great deals to be had here, guys. Remember, it's the sale ends on November 29th, so you still have some time. Wednesday specifically. Masterpiece MPG04 Trainbot Suiken has sold out for $149.99. Finally, oh my god, finally, the Pudgy Pig, the Mighty Morphin Pudgy Pig, after being reduced multiple times, has finally sold out. $29.99. My god. This thing was on here for like years. It's ridiculous. Wheeljack has sold out. And Dungeons & Dragons on the classic card has also sold out. Rocket Raccoon is sold out. The Pink Ranger in her, I guess, translucent getup is sold out. Moff Tarkin is finally sold out. He's been on there for quite some time as well. Mando sold out on the retro cards. We got some board games. Scrabble is completely sold out. I've been waiting for this thing to drop in price like considerably. $219 is way too expensive for the Mighty Morphin Power Sword collectible. I would honestly just rather go for the Bandai version that's on eBay. I would rather just go for that. Vintage Beast War Iguanas has sold out as well. And Marvel's Legends Toad is sold out. Same thing with the Civil Warrior with Shield. But there's a lot of other great inventory here. The Black Panther Legacy Collection Black Panther Vibranium Power Mask FX sold out as well. Same thing with Monopoly. That's already sold out. Which will definitely come in and out. I mean, like Monopoly just continues. Sorry is sold out. Vintage version. I'm surprised the Minimates Deluxe Box Hero Set has actually sold out. That's crazy. And then none of the other Dungeons and Dragons figures are sold out. Where's Eric? How come Eric is not on sale? I've been waiting for Eric to go on sale for a while now. And where's Sheila? I want Sheila to go on sale. I saw Presto earlier, but I don't see the others. I don't want to spend so much money on those ones anymore. Maggot is sold out. Same thing with Clue. Wow, Classic Clue is sold out. Scrabble is also sold out. And coming down to it, guys, you can still get the Fantastic Four for the most part. Actually, U.S. Agent is sold out. The Emperor on the Archive Wave is sold out. Snakes and Ladders is sold out. No, Shoots and Ladders is sold out. That's hilarious. Bib Fortuna from the Black Series sold out. Yeah, you can literally get every single one of the Fantastic Four right now if you really wanted to. I think we're coming down to it. I think that's it. They still have Eternals figures. I cannot believe it, guys. I can't believe they have the entire set of Eternals and they still haven't sold out. Oh my god. Yeah, a lot of great sales to be had on the Hasbro Pulse clearance. Again, I had no idea this thing was even happening. Goes to show, and I'm a Premium Plus member. That's what I don't understand. Where are my emails? I have not gotten one single email to tell me about these stupid clearance sales or sales in general. I'm actually pretty upset about that. Ken, what's going on, dude?
Hey, so if all this stuff sells out on Black Friday, what's gonna be left for Boxing Day / Boxing Week? Heck, Cyber Monday, let alone
I
I
know,
just
Cyber
jumped a
Monday.
month in timeline.
You know
You
what?
know,
Even though some of the more popular items seem to be selling out, there's still a ton of inventory, man. There is still a ton of inventory. I don't think we really have too much to worry about. There's a lot of stuff to clear up. So you know what? How was your Black Friday? Did you even go do anything today, Ken? You just abstained.
I got my new cell phone last week, and I have the Black Friday time frame to match. Like I don't know if it's 14 days from when I got my phone or 14 days after Black Friday. Which means I better go in by next Tuesday to go and try to get a price match if that's the case.
You better do. You better do that. You got to get that stuff in.
Yeah, so that's kind of important right now. Maybe I'll just do it over the weekend because it's Black Friday weekend, so it might be a little busy between now and Cyber Monday, but it won't be as bad as it was today. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Sorry that I missed the first hour.
Nah, it's
I
okay.
saw a message come in from you. I just couldn't get to it right away, and I didn't know if
I
you
was
were
just
even
throwing it out
going
there to a
live.
bunch. I was just throwing it out to a bunch of people. You know, it's
Hmm.
been a crazy day. It's been an absolutely crazy day. I don't know if you saw my toy hunt, but I was up at the crack of dawn, like and headed out and
Oh, you premiered
found some.
something today, right?
Yeah, I posted a whole.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think today I had my record of post. I had like 3 videos I posted today, like in one day, 3 freaking videos between MGR Collector and Mega J Retro. Just great, just crazy. It's not something nuts. Do you like video games or just toys? I love video games. I
Oh
just haven't
yeah.
played them in years.
Same. I think the last game I played was The Last of Us, and I never
Great
even
game,
got that far into the game.
great
So
game, great
yeah.
game. Scary as f, and then just disturbing as f.
Ah,
Um,
yes.
James Serapio, Amir at Toy Snowman is a good dude. He is.
Good call,
He's an
James.
amazing dude.
Yes.
He's an amazing dude.
Yes.
That is Copter, not a member and got an email. See, what the hell, man? Like, I'm a Premium Plus member. I'm not getting any emails. I'm gonna have to give them a call. It's fucked up. Ashman 35. I think this show on the states of the market. I think it shows the state of the market, and the largest of toy companies offer 25 and 35% off, and is completely under the radar. I don't think it was under the radar. I just don't know. I'm ignorant. I was ignorant to this, and I didn't get an email. So just really weird. But the fact that you didn't hear about it either, Ashman, is kind of. Did you hear about this Hasbro sale, Ken? Yeah, it's just very very strange.
I also had my head in the sand, like
Mm.
I have for the last 2 months or so. So yeah.
Yeah, but I've been keeping my ear to the ground, and Toy Habits didn't talk about it. Nobody else talked
Actually,
about it.
you're right. If anything, I've got the chat group with you, Toy Habits,
Nobody
Oz,
talked
a
about
few
it.
others, right? And I got multiple chat groups, some with Thanos Copter who's in the
Yeah,
chat, right? That's another one. So you're
nobody
right.
talked about it.
Yeah, so we would have talked about it if it would have come up. Like, there's
Yeah,
no way it would have slipped our radar, even if we weren't looking.
James apparently knew about it. Good for you, James.
Yeah, good for him.
Titanium Hanger. I got most of the rest of the Indiana Jones figures from GameStop. Pulse cheap, but missing one of the 2 packs and the Ronaldo. Brother, okay. Ken, are you interested in the Indiana Jones line at all? Whether it's with the retro figures or the 6-inch figures, what are your thoughts about the
No, I mean, it's kind of a mixed thing, right? Like some likenesses aren't great, but at the same time, if you just want something, if you just want a Marion that's affordable, if you just want the 6-inch line to, go with your other 6-inch stuff, right? Like if you just a 6-inch pop culture figure collector of stuff, then you get an indie, it stands in, it's got the hat, it looks good, right?
Absolutely.
So it fills a gap. I have not heard super great things, but I've heard that they're okay.
Yeah.
And is okay good enough in today's world when you have so many other options? Now, I'm sure somebody out there loves them and would say, "Oh, Ken, you're crazy." I'm not an indie collector, an Indiana Jones collector, right? I barely know anything about the movies. I've seen each movie maybe once in my life, so I would not be the best person to give an objective opinion. Hence why everything I'm saying is secondhand. I heard this consensus from my friends is blah. That's
Mhm.
kind of all I can say about that, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Because I'm old, and video games are the most entertaining thing for me. I still love video games, but I don't really play them much. Like, I watch my brother Dex; he plays them all the time, and you know what? I live vicariously through him now.
There was a time when we would have said, I'm old, so I'm no longer in video games. So that statement right there just shows a sign of the times,
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
So
Bernie Lomax, hello all, made a killing today at all these bargain outlets and Second and Charles. I'm glad you know how to get rid of these things. Congratulations, Bernie. Good for
made a
you.
killing or made out like a bandit? I'm curious.
Maybe he's doing reselling. I don't know. It's possible.
You can resell at all these bargain outlets?
No. I mean, like, he's buying to resell.
Oh,
So,
buying to
yeah.
resell. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Ashman 55. Look at the stuff selling out. Is stuff released for pre-order after the pandemic and the production reduction. It is an interesting situation these days. Definitely, Ashman 55. Nolan, Bernie. Oh, everyone's talking to Bernie. Always great. Mike, got that Minister for my son, and wow, it sold out. I'm not surprised. With a 35%, if you're a Premium Plus member, 35% discount. I'm not surprised the gift
Oh,
set.
this is the legacy gift set. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a good gift
yeah.
set.
It's a
I
really good.
hunted them down one by one.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
hard. When the gift set came out, I was like, oh, come on.
Too bad, right? It is what
That's
it
how they
is.
do it, though, right?
Yeah,
It's just we had not gotten the combiner in Legacy or War for Cybertron or Studio 86 yet. I think the last ones we got were either Combiner Wars Devastator or the Combiner Wars ones. Yeah, the smaller Combiner Wars ones too. I think that those are the last ones we got. Maybe I'm wrong, but those are the last ones I remember. So I
I
didn't
think you're
realize they
right.
were going to do a gift
You know,
set. Right?
anything War for Cybertron, I don't remember seeing any combiners.
Yes.
This is the first one.
Yes.
Hopefully not the
Right.
last.
Even their Dinobots didn't combine in Studio
Yeah,
86. So
yeah. I'm glad for that. I'm glad for
so am I.
that. I am so glad for that. Hat is tipped, sir. Yes, of course. The Trooper Pack. Yep, it looks pretty damn good. And you know what? If you can save the money, go for it. Andrew Davis. Hasbro Pulse got Engine of Vengeance listed. Ha ha ha. That's funny. It's a good
Ramen Toy just dropped a trailer for his
yes,
Dukes of Hazzard's the orange ramen racer.
yes. Definitely have to take a look at that.
Yeah, he sent that to me while I was doing other things too.
Thanos Copter. Why am I watching this? I turned my phone off earlier so I wouldn't spend more money.
Yeah.
Easy, brother. Yeah, you can just listen. You don't be too tempted. Um, James, someone who likes the army build, but has no discount retailers here in Canada. I'm jealous. Absolutely, we need.
Yeah, we have Value Village.
That's hilarious, dude. That's not a
Oh,
discount
sorry.
retailer. That is a charity retailer. Bernie Lomax, jealous Toys R Us all over there. You might be jealous, but you're not going to be jealous about the prices. The prices are just absolutely
I took Brick
horrendous.
something to Toys R Us yesterday, and yeah, he had fun, but he liked the mom and pop specialty retailer shops better, much
Yeah,
better,
100%.
right?
Especially because of the
So
price.
right. So while he was glad to walk into a Toys R Us, that novelty died pretty quickly. It was like, no, we just came from a mom and pop shop.
Yep.
I much prefer that. So
Yep. Yep. Again, there is that wholesome feel, right? Lord Hoagie, Drax and Moondragon look very cool. Maybe we'll eventually get enough figures to make the Infinity Watch. You never know. Yeah, we might actually have everybody. That's a very good possibility. Let's see here. Well, Dave, cutting back from Hasbro stuff, buying a lot of Mondo. Mondo's expensive. Mondo is super expensive.
Mondo
But
seems to be the thing now. 10 years ago, it was all about the Hot Toys, and Hot Toys was the Mondo at the time, and
sure.
in many ways still is. It's now the mainstay version of Mondo. And yeah, when I went into Hot Toys, I wasn't buying much else, right? I went through a Hot Toys phase, got the Avengers and Star Wars stuff I wanted, got the Dark Knight stuff I wanted, and went back to like regular action figures,
Mm-hmm. Lord Hoagie, when I realized that never got the Mola Ram, I slowed down on buying the indie figs. That is really weird. I'm hoping that they will eventually change their minds and maybe get a direct sale on Hasbro Pulse, because Mola Ram is very key to that entire storyline. I want them to make who is it, Fergie, or is it Frankie, or what was her name again? I can't remember her name.
You're
Anyway,
looking at you're asking the wrong guy.
the singer, what's her name? I can't remember. I think it's Freddie. I think it's Freddie or Frankie.
Someone will say it in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Somebody definitely will slap me over the head. The movie Captain of Figs came out after the Avengers anniversary, and they were drastically reduced in production. Wow. I don't. Where are you getting your information, Ashman? I haven't. I'm very curious to find out where, because I don't know the numbers. I don't know who knows the numbers.
Yeah.
Old IT guy, what's going on here? How's it been? How's it been going? It's been a while. Always good to see the old IT guy. Always good to see you, brother. I hope you're not. What time is it over there? Shouldn't be that late. Well, Dave, I had all the Kenner Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Indiana Jones. Those are the things I gave away. Not interested in the remakes. Yeah, there is something left to be desired for sure. Todd C. They should have gifted us with putting the Joe classified exclusives under this sale. There are some. There are some there, but more they're more of the latest line. Lord Hoagie, Piggy Meatball. Piggy Meatball? I have no idea what that reference is. James, damn it, keep me from buying Black Arachnia.
Which Black Arachnia?
I think she's on. I think she's on the Hasbro Pulse sale, which I was going through a little bit.
Oh, the Kingdom version.
I think so. Yeah.
That's funny. I just picked up a toy lot tonight of used stuff, and there's a sealed Black Arachnia in there.
Wow, that's cool.
So, yeah, there's a Rhinox in there. There's a few things in there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Bernie Lomax, haven't been honestly, there haven't been anything in months that needs to buy. These companies have made it already, which tells me that they're starting to lose money and will. I mean, it's pretty clear that they are doing a lot of clearance sales right now with and just clearancing out everything they can. So
I'm not sure what's going on sales wise, because even when I go to toy shows, I wasn't making as much the last two shows as I was in the past. Now I wasn't making so little that I wouldn't go back. But there's a difference being a vendor at a toy show and saying, "Wow, if I could do this once a month, I'd be rich." And then there's going, "Yeah, that was all right. Like, I set my goal, I made my goal, I went home, I'm satisfied." You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference, right?
Yep, there is.
And the last couple have been, "Yeah, it was worth my time," as opposed to, "Oh my god, I can't believe it was so great." So
I don't have any more of those days. I'm just happy to get out of there with my shirt still on. Titanium Hanger. Target has D&D Wave 2. That's nice. We don't have Target up here, Mike. And on sale, damn it.
Wow.
We need sales up here, man. We need Target back up here. That'll never happen though.
We had them for such a short time, didn't we?
They got so shafted. They were misled.
Were they? Okay, so it wasn't really a Target then. It just had a logo.
It was a Target, but they were misled. We were not misled. They were misled. They were misled at the buying power here of the Canadian market and how it works. And the distribution lines were all inherited from the Bay. So it was a bad.
Oh, so it wasn't the usual distribution lines of a Target. That's what. Because I wondered why. Because remember when we had Zellers, which is I guess what you're referring to, because all the Zellers got bought off by Target. They were like, "Oh, okay, I guess we'll still have our Zellers." And then now, I don't even think they had Zellers in the U.S. I think Zellers is unique to us, right?
Yep.
So Zellers became Target here, the Canadian Target, and then it was gone. I'm like, oh, that didn't last long. What happened?
Well, they're back. So if you want to go to Zellers, head to the Bay. No, I'm serious. They're in the Bay right now.
Zellers reopened. I thought you were joking for a second.
No, I'm serious. Because Zellers is in the Bay right now. You can go find them.
I got some great Power Ranger stuff back in the day from Zellers, so
I know exactly, but now that they're under the Bay umbrella proper again, it's not going to be the same. If they don't have their own stores, they're not going to have the buying power. Eternals will never sell out. They are eternal. Wah wah. Anyway, James Serapio. Hey Ken, was OC beating Moxley good for AEW or not?
Orange Cassidy is. For me, I don't get tired of seeing him win and seeing his shtick because I haven't watched AEW as much. Other people may not feel that it's good for a comedy character to beat a serious character. It's hard to say, but I always think it's good because Moxley doesn't need the win. Orange Cassidy is unique, and I don't know. I never get tired of seeing Orange Cassidy win. So that's how it is.
Is he the guy who leaves his hands in his pocket? Like,
yes, and does like the very lethargic shin kicks, and then the crowd like goes crazy for him because he's so funny. So yeah.
Borderlands 2. I know what that is.
I sort of know.
Joshua Alvarez, have you got Panther Mondo? I got my shipping notification for it and Prince Adam, but he's coming from Hong Kong. No, I have not received a shipping notice, but I held off to the last minute. By the way, today, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Hold on for a second here. MondoShop.com. Yeah. Yesterday was the last opportunity to buy Panther. So unfortunately for anybody who didn't pick him up, my condolences to you guys. But Panther is awesome, and hopefully everyone will get an opportunity to pick him up. But yeah, it has completely sold out right now. Congratulations to everybody who was able to pick that up on the pre-order. Todd C, I imagine the guy waiting first in line for a Target going in looking for Hot Wheels and skipping out on getting a PS5 for 350. You know what? There's always that opportunity. Opportunities are everywhere, man. Opportunities are everywhere. But some people have their priorities. Like I am not going to buy a PS5 because I just don't have the interest. You know what I mean? Like I love watching my brother play it, but I'm not going to spend $700 on a PS5 right now. It's just absolutely bonkers. It's nuts. I can spend that on toys. Chad Stewart, listening to you and playing Assassin's Creed Mirage right now. Thank you, brother.
I've lost track of all the Assassin's Creed games. I played like 4 of them in the past, and I'm like, this is plenty. But that was again over a decade ago.
Absolutely, it's my brother plays them all the time, and I get to watch again. Vicarious.
I only know Ezio Auditore and Altair. I don't know any other of the other assassins.
That's all you really need to know.
Okay.
But Bernie Lobax, Todd C. I don't know about PS5s, but you massive TV cells I was looking at. Well, they're like the States has incredible sales on TVs right now. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely bonkers. Ashman55, do you see all the individual cars that are in the 2-packs at Walmart? Now buy one, get one free. Sorry, buy one, get one. Are you talking about Hot Wheels? Because that's
what
great.
I was assuming is he's talking about Hot Wheels.
Me too. Clint Jorgensen, way off topic. Jay, wondering your opinion on Lego Stark Tower for 5. That thing's huge. That thing, it's like 2 feet tall, isn't it? It's like, or 2.5 feet tall. It's huge. I saw somebody's reviewing it. It's absolutely massive.
No, between that and if you got the helicarrier from a few years ago, you're doing well.
I know. It's absolutely ginormous. Well, my opinion, it looks cool. I guess that's the only opinion I can really give because I'm not really much of a Lego builder. Although I did do a brick build recently, and I'm going to be posting a video on it. So hope you guys will enjoy that.
Lego is a whole nother animal.
Willie, there it is. It was Willie. Yes, Willie.
As everyone was yelling, everyone watching this in the replay will be yelling at their screens, right?
Pretty much.
It's like those 2 idiots. You know. So.
Mr. Vice 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hey Jay, how's your wall after Black Friday sales? Luckily, there was nothing I needed to buy, so I'm okay. And of course, Ken didn't even bother. So
I got my phone, and that was my pre-Black Friday sale, and that was it.
There you go.
Right.
Brendan Lomax, I'm surprised no Indiana Jones on the Temple of Doom playset. Be honest. I mean, it's set up to be a perfect playset. Yes, wrong in so many ways, but it would sell. I hear you, but as you know, their track record for playsets has not been great. So they're pretty gun shy about playsets at this point.
Are you talking about vintage Indiana Jones? Because
that's a good question.
Because if it's vintage, isn't Well of the Souls like one of like the great playsets of all time? So I don't know.
Yeah, but that's D&D, isn't it? Duel of the Souls.
Well of the Souls, Indiana Jones.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, but I think
Jay Bartlett has one.
Oh yeah.
He's had it in the background.
I don't think they'll ever make it. I don't think they'll ever make it again. That the connotations on that. It's amazing they made that in the first place. Ashman 55. I'm getting a table by the local toy show in March, and I'm going to bring out the low dollar amount, nothing over $20, just to clear it out of my house. Well, that's great.
You'd be surprised, like if you can get a cheap enough table, like if it's a local show and your tables are like $50 or something, and you get one table and you just blow out a bunch of stuff, you do well. The tables that are difficult, like when you get 2 tables and you have to travel far and it's a 2-day show. And like, for example, in Victoria, it cost me for 2 tables, including early bird setup for 2 days. So basically 4 days worth of tables, $300. Then I got to pay for the ferry. Then I got to pay for either the hotel or an Airbnb. Last trip cost me like $600.
Whoa.
Right. To just to get there. It often cost me $7 because I got a cheaper Airbnb. And my buddy agreed, was like, well, if you just pay my way, I'll sleep on the ground. Okay. So I just did it that way. Yeah. So like you don't want to come back and be like, oh, I made $650 because it means, you lost money because I don't know. I mean, a lot of times, whatever I make, if I make a bunch, when you subtract how much this stuff cost me and how much the tables and everything, all the setup cost me, whatever net I get anyway, I pretty much just buy stuff for myself. How do you think I get my stuff? Right? How do you think I come back with these big? You've seen my toy hauls before,
I have.
right? Because I set up, then I walk away and shop,
I know. I know.
and then my buddy
It-
sells. Then
it's
then
it's
he
also
goes and
about the
shops.
friends you meet. It's also about the friends you meet there. It's also about the,
Well,
just
that's
like,
how I met. That's how I met Brian from T Fan Page 101.
there you
Right.
go.
That's
Yeah,
how I met Vangelis.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
You
that's
meet
how
some
I
really good
actually.
people.
That's how I walked it for the local. Just talking about the Victoria show for that one. The local show here. Now, obviously, I'm not paying for ferry or and all that, but I met Ryan Dole in person that way because of the local shows. Right. So
Mm,
there you go.
yeah,
Right.
makes sense. No, absolutely. And again, it's those relationships which really make the difference. Especially when a show is slow. Half the time you're just talking to your friends. So
Yeah, that's when I go and film stuff. That's
yeah,
why it looks like all the shows I go to are empty. I'm like, no, they are packed. I just couldn't get away from my table.
absolutely.
Right.
John
So yeah.
Brooks, I'm going back to Ireland. I can start a new collection again. Hate leaving my current collection in the Philippines. At least Ireland has a great comic book store and toy stores. Well, brother, I'm guessing it was for work. The reason you were in the Philippines, but it was always great chatting with you while you were there. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching the show. And even if you can't make the live shows, keep watching the show, brother. I really appreciate it. Justin Mahoyan, you guys should at least try Super Mario Wonder. It's pretty awesome. If it's like old school Mario, I don't know. Maybe I should. But then again, I don't want to have to buy a Switch just to play a game. Borderlands 2 is awesome. The third one was not that great. There you go. Old IT guy, speaking of Target, within a few months, shelving was bare. We definitely need more toy is discount stores. Giant Target, I'm looking at you. In Canada, brother, if that's what you're referring to, because I know you're in Saskatchewan. Giant Target is slowly disappearing from all the provinces. It's sad, or at least my city. I haven't seen like the two giant Targets in my city are gone. Do you have Giant Target in Vancouver, BC? Sorry,
No.
no, Ken. All right. James Serapio, Mondo is such a deep, 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 huge rabbit hole. If I didn't get into the other toys, I did. You know what? It is also burning a hole in my pocket. So yeah, try to abstain. Try to abstain. Ashman 55. No, I was asking about the Stunticons, individual cars that are in 2-pack. Ah, okay. Buy one, get one, including a Wild Rider. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
But I'm guessing that's in the US because that's definitely not here.
I was gonna say that's why I couldn't relate, right?
Yeah, me neither. That's why I had no idea exactly what you were talking. I thought it was Hot Wheels. Brady Lomax. Sorry to bring this up. Maybe old news, but what was Hasbro thinking making X-Men '97 Bishop figure have short hair?
I
Totally
saw
lost it
that
on its original hair long. Probably because in the new series he's got short hair. That's probably what's the
because
reason why
that's
that's
the
happening.
reason it's called 97, is so it can continue.
Exactly, because you know what?
Do you know when that starts, or is it already started?
I've been trying to find out because they announced it 3 years ago. So I'm like,
How
what the hell's
long?
going on? It's been so long.
Oh.
And now they're putting out the toys. It's got to be coming soon. Hopefully the next hopefully next summer. Clint Jorgensen, no problem, brother. Good to see you. Speaking of the devil, James Howlett. Very few people understand why 700 for a PS5 is expensive. Damn it, my throat's dry. But 700 for Cat's Lair is cheap. 67 of them are here though.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing to say.
The thing about the video game system, though, is you get a lot of hours of play out of it, right? The
I
display
totally
item, you sort of just play with it, right?
I
That's the
totally
only issue,
I totally
right?
get. But
So
here's the thing: you can't. Here's my retort to that. You can't play a PS5 by itself, except for the tech demo that they included with it. It gets boring pretty fast. You still have to buy another $100 game just to actually keep yourself
is
entertained.
that what games cost now? $100 each?
85, 90 bucks.
Canadian?
Yeah. Now, if you go digital, you're looking at about actually no, it's the same price. It's fucked up.
But then you get like 50 hours, 100 hours of play.
Sure.
In sports games, you get more.
Like I have that kind of time.
I don't either. I'm just saying, like, after my son was born, that's when I stopped playing. Like,
No,
I loaded up. I played Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 in like the months before he was born.
That's my point.
Right.
James is speaking my language. It's still a bit expensive. 100%. Mario Tavar. At FYI, the Luke and Grogu TBS were 50% off today. So $35.
Oh, the Black Series, I think.
Yep.
Or did you mean to say TVC?
No, the Black Series.
The Black. Oh, sorry.
The Black
with TVC would be the Vintage Collection. So yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty good discount, man. Holy crap. Justin Mohan, Toy Connections is
Evangelist.
yeah,
The toy tuber evangelist, because I mentioned that I met him at the Victoria show. If you check my Victoria's Ultimate Hobby and Toy Fair hunt from 2 months ago, from like back in September, he's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, he makes some pretty funny jokes that go over my head. Then I just kind of walk away from him, and I'm like, damn, it hit me later. You know what I mean? Felt bad walking away from him. He had some good stuff at his table, right? So had a really nice Mythic Legions figure. I just didn't want to pay $500 for that thing. Not even joking. Well, 500 Canadian. That's like what, 4 US, 380 US. Still high.
Justin is Canadian. Todd C. Funny about the PS5. Will it for a lot? They will it for a loss. What?
Oh, they sell it for a loss.
Oh, they sell it.
They will sell it for a loss.
Yeah, okay. They make it back in the game licensing and peripherals. A Cat Slayer is probably. Yeah, there you go, Todd. I don't disagree.
Much profit for a Cat Slayer? Wow.
Well, for an original Cat Slayer, probably, yeah. For an original Cat Slayer, because what was a Cat Slayer? $25 when it first came out.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about the recent Super.
No. He's talking about. No, he's talking about an original Cat Slayer.
He's gonna correct you in a second and say he was talking about Super 7. I bet.
If he is, that's crazy. It's nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Not even close. Not right now, anyway. Thanos. I thought X-Men was January. I could be wrong. Ooh, I haven't seen any press on it. I'm wondering why.
Well, then I better finish the shows I'm on right now.
Yeah, Justin says January 3rd.
All right, cool.
There you go.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, it's like $100 Canadian right now. That is crazy. That is pretty crazy. Olatiga, yeah, games are expensive and you can't rent. Yeah, exactly. Well, some games can even go as high as 120 depending on the package, right? So
wow, I used to buy my games on clearance for like $30.
Yeah, me too. But that was once upon a time, brother. Once upon a time. Old IT guy, yeah, games are expensive. You can't rent or really. The price of the games used are not that far off either. Yeah, I know. This is crazy. That's why digital has become so popular right now. Bernie Lomax, I will say that I'm loving how One Piece is taken off, and there is waves 3, 4, and coming soon of figures. I can't wait to have them all. Yeah, One Piece has stood the test of time. I mean, like it's very much like Dragon Ball Z. It just doesn't. It just continues to entertain. So great stuff. Justin, people don't want to give a deal on used games anymore. That's because they see what a freaking games and the inflation, like total bull crap with that. Who buys an original Mario Brothers for $1.5 million? Absolutely ridiculous. You got to be kidding me.
Had to be sealed and graded.
No, that's the point. That's the point. Look up Wada Games controversy. You're going to see some crazy things happen.
I think because we're not used to it in the video game world. Not that we should be, but I mean, people would pay that. No, that's not a good argument. I was going to say people might pay that for like a graded like Action Comics #1 from 1938 or something. But then again, that's 1930. That's 1938. That's completely different.
Happened, Ken. That's a thing. It's a huge controversy right now, right? I think Mario 64 graded sealed, so I think it went for like 2.5 million. It's absolutely
64,
dude. Absolutely ridiculous.
Mario 64. I got that freaking thing as a gift when I was 14.
Look up on YouTube. Look up the Wada Games controversy. Right, Carl Jobs. Look it up. It's a.
The reason why his last name is Jobs.
No, it's a Jobst. Jobst.
Okay.
Yeah, Jobst.
Gonna say
he's from Australia. Jay Serapio, Xbox Game Pass is like $15 a month and great rotating the game library. Again, if I play games, that would be awesome. Justin Mohan, I couldn't get into the One Piece anime at all. It's a bit kiddie. I mean, it's very, very childish. But again, that's the target demographic for that anime. We can all play ROMs, and that's yeah. If you want to pirate things, for sure, Justin. Bernie Lomax. Some of the hardest NES games are the Summer Games Pack. That is a stupid game. Okay, the Summer's Game Pack is just a dumb game. It was never meant to actually be finished. It was made just for that freaking release. Absolutely horrid. There are games which they're not games. They're not games. I go on record for saying that. So Ken, I know you didn't really partake, but Big Bad Toy Store had some amazing deals on Black Friday. Did you have a chance to look at any of these?
Just whatever people sent me. Like I saw, I mean, Super 7 was added again. What was it, like 15 figures for $60 or something like that
Yep, it was
for
crazy. It
the
was
3 3/4 inch?
for the reaction. It was originally priced at $266, all the way down to $60. Absolutely crazy. But we had some crazy sales here. Let's see if we can find one of the really absolutely nuts. Check this one out. Oh, no, not that one. RoboCop RoboCop Ultimate with battle damaged RoboCop with chair. This is a really good one. 40% off, $45.99. That's really cool. It's got this whole setup with the chair, not the fence though. But that is a really cool one from NECA.
Look at all the stuff you get.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Original price $77.99. Up here in Canada, that'll be about $110. So great price on that one. Well, more like $90, but seriously, great price on that one. Just beautiful. The other one, here's one. X-Men Wave 7 of 7 figures, Colossus Bath, $89.99, 47% off. Regular price $169.99. So if you wanted to build this crazy Colossus, this is the set to pick up. I'm only missing a few myself, so I can't really. I wouldn't buy this set, unfortunately. I have everybody except for Magneto and Sabretooth. Those are the only ones I don't have. So, but not looking to buy that one anyway. This one's crazy. Anybody who's into Storm collectibles,
Oh
Kintaro,
yeah.
Kintaro, $79.99, 38% saving. This guy's huge.
Yeah, Zangief went on sale too,
Yeah,
and
Zangief is on sale as well.
I don't know if Brick something picked him up or not because he was looking at it before it went on sale at ages 3 and up,
Mm.
and for about the equivalent of 100 Canadian or
Yep,
100 US yesterday, it was like 135 Canadian. He
yep,
was gonna get it, then thought, no, can't put it in my luggage, and then suddenly he sent me a screenshot today for like 80 US
yep.
because today's Black Friday, so
That's right.
that's why. So I'm like, yeah, I guess you did right waiting a day, but I don't know whether he got it or
Absolutely.
not.
Look at this. 15 figures, $60.
That's the one
Original
my buddy sent me.
original price $269.99.
Yes,
Absolutely
bonkers.
crazy. 78% savings. Just nuts. Just absolutely bonkers. We got Boba Fett for $14 for the Black Series, 60% off. He's a deluxe figure, which actually he doesn't deserve to be. He doesn't deserve to be a deluxe figure, but he is. But yeah, seriously, 60% off, $14 for this one because they
I
couldn't
have
move
this one.
him. I know they couldn't move him. They could not move him. I bought him at half price, but yeah, they could not move him. So he's down to 14
Hmm.
freaking dollars. Anybody who needs him right now. We got Jitsu at 570. We got the Halloween 2-pack at 48.74. That's a steal. That's literally 43% off. All of the Power Ranger Ninja Turtle crossovers are down 60%. $22 for that pack. Absolutely crazy. Here's one that's catching a lot of people's attention. This is the Fig Zero
Oh,
1/6
three, yeah,
1/6 scale Storm Shadow. I'm sorry, a Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
$94.99. Regular price is $149.99.
Wow,
That's crazy. Here's that Zangief,
that's the one we were talking about.
$79.99. Yep. Great figure. Hopefully he got it. It's still in stock, so I can't see why he wouldn't have gotten it. Right. And then to complement Snake Eyes, if we go down a little bit further, we should be able to. There he is. There is Fig Zero, Storm Shadow. Now he's not as cheap, but still 40% off, $113.99. Great figure. This guy looks freaking awesome. And this wasn't announced too long ago. This was like this summer where they announced these guys.
Yeah, but if you got to move stuff, you got to move stuff, right? So,
Yeah, that seems to be the case,
yeah.
right?
Sorry, I actually can't stay long because but just figured I'd drop in and have a look at some sales.
I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for joining us tonight.
I got like 5 more minutes, so it's fine.
Okay, no worries.
You can keep going.
But Ken, what are your thoughts about this question? Right? What are your thoughts about this question? That what's actually going on? There's so many clearances right now, from Super 7 to NECA to Hasbro. Why are they having all these fire sales? What is your opinion about what's actually going on?
Okay, so some of the stuff that you're seeing that's on clearance, unless I'm mistaken, a lot of it's over a year old. right? I mean, some of it, like the one
Yeah,
you showed,
it's
like
been
the
sitting around
zero.
for freaking. It's been sitting around forever.
Yes, right. Yes, some of the stuff's been sitting for only a few months, but a lot of the deep clearance stuff has been stuff from 2020, 2021. I think what happened was I noticed a bit of a spike in toy purchasing during the pandemic, right? Mid late 2020, 2021, a chunk of 2022. And people, even when the pandemic was, I'm going to say, over around April of 2022, people were still in a habit and they still had a bunch of pre orders. And they're like, well, I got this figure. I got to get that figure and that one and that one and that one. So they were still in that habit. After a while, people kind of settle back into their real lives. They're not as on the ball with pre-orders anymore. It sort of just fizzles out a little bit. And now they're like, oh, we ordered all this stock because we thought the demand was going to be this. Now we got to blow it all out to clear up stuff in the warehouse for this. That's kind of my theory here. Either that or one big retailer said, we're going to do a bunch of clearance stuff. And everyone said, well, we got a match. That's the other theory. But I think the post-pandemic theory is the one that holds up, I think. What do
I
you
seem
think?
to somewhat more or less agree with you, and I go with Tidarium Hangers, Mike's sort of like take on it, that when things were going good with the pandemic and the resurgence of retro, you know what I mean, like a lot of the nostalgia driven action figures, things really started out strong. But as things started to progress further and further, because the original figures had sold so well, and actually we got shortages like the Baroness, you know what I mean, like all the Cobra Island figures, things like that. They
Mhm.
started producing them en masse, and
Yes.
what happened was that the market had kind of saturated. So unfortunately, they got stuck with a lot of product and no way to move it. So that's why we're seeing 3 packs of Vipers at Ollie's and Ross. We're seeing Tomax and Zaymot everywhere, right? We're seeing Zorana, we're seeing Dusty, right? We're seeing tons of GI Joe figures just hanging on the pegs. But that works for like a Walmart or a Target who can liquidate those things. But when you talk about like partner sites like Big Bad Toy Store with Super 7, right? Mike has the opinion, and I agree with him. And again, I'm paraphrasing here. I'm not actually quoting Mike. I'm trying to remember what he said. But it's my understanding that Mike said that Mike has an idea, and I agree with him that when you go to liquidation with a partner like Super 7 or others, you basically need to make that arrangement with them saying, look, I bought all this product that's not moving. So you got to give me a break on my next purchasing power, or else I'm not going to buy from you anymore. That makes a lot of sense. And I think that happens with retailers as well. Because those aisles where they're actually those are reserved aisles. And if they're actually clogged with product that cannot move, they're saying we're not buying anything from you until these things move. So they have to actually make that deal,
Right,
that
right.
arrangement with them, and say, look, we will give you new product, you liquidate the other stuff, and we'll give you a break on the
There's
next.
got to be a certain, like, each year you renegotiate, every 2 years, every 18 months you renegotiate or something like that. This
Yeah.
deal is valid for this long. I've seen some contracts before, not necessarily like big retailer and the supplier, but I have seen some contracts that like smaller companies sign, and there's certain things there that they're not allowed to do certain things. They can only sell in certain regions. I don't know. There's got to be a contract for that type of thing. But
No.
anyway, I do got a jet soon, Jay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
I was gonna give you the out right now anyway. So,
okay.
yeah. So Ken, what are you working on right now, and how can people reach you, my friend?
Yeah, so you'll see tonight I just released my Gridiron Studios jump set video. That's a relatively short one. And that's what do you call it? That video? I filmed it a little while ago, but I noticed GI Joe Classified has been getting a bit of a surge, so I put that together and kind of timed it to release around right now as a lot of the GI Joe Classified pre-orders are landing, right? And last week I did a video I'm quite proud of. Some of you may have seen it on my channel. Me and Ostradamus Toys, we did a collaboration on history of Masters of the Universe in 1982. So we did quite a bit of research on that, a lot of photos, a lot of back and forth, recording some stuff on StreamYard, some stuff on our own. It was great. Now my first real foray into a deep, broad topic Motu video, and it's performed pretty well. So I'm working on some unproduced toy history content right now, like unproduced GI Joe, unproduced Motu, So yeah, just keep your eyes out on the channel. Got a Megatron video I just finished. I might release that next week or the week after. So yeah, keep going.
Thanks for coming tonight, Ken. It's always a pleasure to have you on the stream.
Oh, thanks for the invite and
Anytime, brother.
impromptu drop in. Figured you could use a little company for a little while.
I
So
appreciate it, brother. Yeah. So,
yeah,
guys, definitely check out Toy Connections on YouTube. Thanks, Ken. Have a good night.
have a good night. Thanks, Jay. Take care. Bye.
All right, guys. So it has been one heck of a crazy day, and the sales over at Big Bad Toy Store reflect that. I mean, like this is a brand new figure for the most part. He was sort of announced and showcased at San Diego Comic Con early this year, and now already we're getting some major sales on this figure, as well as his Arashikage counterpart, Storm Shadow. So, yeah, a lot of different things happening. I mean, we also have like Origins Flying Fist, He-Man, Terraclaw, Skeletor, 40% off, 14.39. All the Ninja Turtle crossover figures. Some of these. This one's crazy. Origin Stridor, 1080. Oh my god! I would buy another one, but I already got one. And you know what? I could just army build this guy, but still 1080. Oh my god! Absolutely crazy. Maybe the real problem, to be honest with you guys, I just it's been a rough year for me, man. Like it has not been easy, and yeah, clients are not tossing work as often as they used to. So it's been a rough year for me, and yeah, it's really crazy, and I really do appreciate you guys being here tonight and hanging out with me, because it means a lot to me. You guys actually really don't know what it means to me for you guys to be hanging out with me. This one's really cool. I hope that this one stays on sale for a little bit, because I would really like a chance at picking this one up. 61.74 for a RoboCop 8209 10-inch figure with sound. Would really like to be able to get a chance to pick this one up. But yeah, awesome sales. Hopefully, you guys are able to take advantage of a few of these things, because they are pretty good. Definitely keep an eye on these ones. Yeah, the whole Deadpool Strong Eye Bath. This one's really cool. Mayfex Mandalorian. If you guys are looking for a really good Mandalorian figure, this one's amazing. $59.99, 40% off. Yeah, some really good sales on Big Bad Toy Store. Definitely head over here and take a look at these. There is a lot of opportunity here, guys, to really pick up some great figures for up to 70% off. Sometimes even higher than that. It's really crazy. And then just to round things off, Entertainment Earth does have a Black Friday sale and, of course, Cyber Monday sale. A lot of great figures here, particularly Super 7. They have the Dragon Zord for $35.74, the Red Ranger for $35.74, this Ultimates Megatron, also $35.74. Way better looking than the RED version of Megatron. So yeah, if you guys are looking for non-transforming Transformers, this is pretty damn cool. I do have to admit, very, 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 very cool addition if anybody's interested in that one. But they also have a whole bunch of different Funko figures everywhere. Rita Repulsa is also on clearance. I don't know. Wow, is that right? I guess. Oh man, 35.74 for Rita. A lot of amazing sales here. And this was a really crazy one. $8 for Chewbacca, Star Wars. This is nuts. $8 freaking. That's nuts. That's absolutely bonkers. 6-inch figure. If you guys are looking for a Chewbacca, you cannot go wrong for $8 freaking. That's absolutely insane. Bruce Lee, of course, was also on sale for $35.80. A great figure as well. Let's see here. Any other figures that really stood out? Definitely check out the video I made of this earlier today. It's still up, and yeah, definitely use the affiliate code, guys, if you're interested in picking up any of these figures. It really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. $11 for Darth Vader. Yeah, lots of great opportunities for today, and of course, Cyber Monday is coming up, so there's going to be even more sales coming up soon. So yeah, guys, just absolutely crazy. It really is a great time to be a collector. And if you did play Clearance Chicken properly, you might just come out on top. All right, guys, we're going to start winding down. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. You guys are it's always an amazing time hanging out with you guys. Thanos Copter, I used to be a big gamer, but haven't been able to get into them at all recently. Hard on NES Ninja Gaiden, of course, my friend. It was a real bad game. No, Ninja Gaiden was pretty cool. It's just really, really hard. Jason Abio, that's cheap for Kintaro. Holy crap. Yep. Definitely now's the time to pick these guys up if you're thinking about it. Bernie Lomax, Kintaro's $129 originally. Sorry, that's not worth the price of a single figure. $40 at most I would spend. Well, it is an import figure, brother, and they are actually huge. They're more like 7 or 8 inch figures. They're really ridiculous. Bernie Lomax, yes, Silver Surfer had a hard, super hard. It was one of the top 5 hardest NES games ever. Yeah, but it was just terribly designed. That's actually one of the biggest problems with it. Non-Transformers feel wrong. Yeah, I agree. Gwildor, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Gwildor. Good to see you, brother. Thanks again, guys, for being here tonight. It's always been an absolute pleasure. Whew, what a Black Friday, everybody. So many different things going on in the world. And honestly, I hope that things start to normalize the prices because it's been an absolute crazy. Prices just keep going up, 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 up. We need some relief, especially now with gas prices, food prices, heating your homes, your mortgages. Everything's just hitting us all in the pocket. I hope that things start to really calm down, especially in 2024. Guys, thanks again for hanging out. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey. Geek proud.